Operation Christmas bike sale.
Here?
Good evening, and welcome to the April 26, 2022 meeting of the Village of Bolingbrook. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, which tonight will be led by Joy Basil.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Joy. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Yes, Madam Mayor. Trustee Zarate? Here. Trustee Watts?
Here.
Trustee Kelly?
Here.
Trustee Lawler?
Here.
Trustee Doris?
Here.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Here.
Thank you. May I please have a motion to approve the minutes of regular meeting March 22nd, 2022?
So moved.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Watts, any additions, corrections, or deletions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Odelson, are there any changes to this evening's agenda?
None, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Odelson. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Carpenzano, second. Trustee Doris, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have no appointments this evening. First item on the agenda is a proclamation for the Municipal Clerks Week. I'd like to invite Village Clerk Marty Barton to join me. Most people have no idea what a village clerk does. They may have some vague idea that all the clerk does is take minutes at our board meetings, but there is so much more to that job. This proclamation by the Municipal Clerks of Illinois organization naming May 1st through May 7th Municipal Clerks Week is our recognition of the vital role that the clerk plays in the operations of our village government. Joining me to accept this proclamation this evening is Village Clerk Marty Barton. I'll let you hold this while we read it out loud. Whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world and is the oldest among public servants, and whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at their levels, and whereas professional municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all, and whereas the professional municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community, And whereas professional municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the Office of Professional Municipal Clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and annual meetings of their state, province, country, and international professional organizations. And whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the Office of the Professional Municipal Clerk, now therefore I, Mary Alexander Basta, Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, will in DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim May 1st through May 7th, 2022 as Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend appreciation to the Village of Bolingbrook Municipal Clerk Marty Barton, and all professional municipal clerks for the vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent. Congratulations. Thank you. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to turn this meeting over to the Deputy Mayor, so you guys can hear, because what's to come is very important.
Thank you, Mayor. The next item on the agenda, a motion to open the public hearing regarding Bolingbrook fiscal year 2022-2023 proposed budget for all funds. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Kelly, second trustee Carpentano. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak to this item? I'll read a recap of this in a moment. Anyone here? Oh, yes. Vote on the motion. Yeah, here we go. Right off the bat. Roll call vote, please.
Just a voice vote.
Voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. So I'll ask if anyone here wishes to speak regarding the budget. And if not, I'll go into a quick explanation regarding this year's process. All right. The public hearing notice for this budget was published in the Daily Herald newspaper on April 15th, 2022, giving notice on the proposed budget for all funds for the fiscal year 2022-2023. The budget that is before you this evening, which will be voted on later tonight in the agenda, was prepared by staff and presented at a budget workshop on Saturday, April 9th, 2022. And they gave great presentations. All the folks involved in preparing the budget gave very informative presentations. They, each area was presented by the person in charge of that budget, and they did a great job in explaining the different funds and initiatives that were part of the request for the upcoming budget year. Large revenue items are split by 40.4% provided by sales tax, 12.6% is provided by state income tax, 5.6% is a real estate transfer tax, 4.9% is restaurant and liquor tax, and 2.5% is hotel tax, and 3.4% is a gasoline tax. So the above represents 69.4% of the revenue in the proposed general fund budget. While this is up from last year, where these revenue sources were 68.7% of the general fund, they are still below fiscal year 2020 and 2021, which was 70.6%. With that being said, and as is required, the budget before you is balanced. The general corporate fund includes $89,180,674, of which $55,625,253 is for wage and benefits, and that represents 62.4% of the budget. The total 2022-23 fiscal budget, including all funds and transfers, is $169,096,080. All right. Any questions at all during the public hearing? All right. We have a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Kelly. All in favor? of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, this public hearing is closed. Next is a public hearing regarding annexation and an annexation agreement for the Pulte property, which is Sawgrass Towns is the name of the development, and that is located at 11349 South Napier Plainfield Road. And when we do annexations, when the board does annexations, we are required to hold a public hearing. So is there a motion to open the public hearing for the Pulte property?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Watts, motion, and trustee Zarate, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. All right, I'll do, anyone here to speak to this particular item, the annexation? Okay. If not, I'll read the description. On April 20th, 2022, the Plan Commission, at the request of staff, motion to continue the public hearing at their meeting pertaining to the rezoning from ER, State Residential, to Residential 3R3, and a special use permit for planned development with variances, a preliminary development plan, and a preliminary plat of subdivision, which is contingent on the approval of the aforementioned annexation and annexation agreement. Therefore, because of that action taken at the Plan Commission level, we are requesting that the public hearing be continued to the regularly scheduled Village Board meeting on May 24th, 2022, to allow for additional discussion. Any questions on this action? And again, this is an annexation, and it was scheduled for this meeting, so that's why we're taking this action tonight. All right. If no questions, then I'll ask for a motion to close this public hearing regarding the Pulte property.
Continue.
To continue it, yes, to May 24th, 2022.
So moved. Second.
All right, trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Doris. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Do we have any public comments regarding anything on the agenda tonight?
Deputy Mayor, we did receive one email comment prior to the meeting, but since it does not pertain to any action items on the agenda, I'll read it prior to the trustee comments later in the meeting.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. Next up is bill approval. And bill listing A is $3,514,910.84. Bill listing B is $568,330.10, for a total of $4,083,240.94. I have a motion to approve the bill, to approve the bills as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Zarate. Any questions regarding this? All right, hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, sir. Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries, thank you. Next, we'll share with you the tax receipts recently received from the state of Illinois. This is the February 2022 state income tax. We received $1,162,940.48, which is a 28.7% increase from a year ago. The January 2022 sales tax is $2,857,463.85, and that's a 4.4% increase from a year ago. February 2022 motor fuel tax is $172,284.50, and that's a 14.1% decrease from a year ago. And the administrative fee that is collected by the state and payable by the village in each town, the January 2022 state administrative fee is $23,079.04. All right, next we have motions. And we'll ask for a motion to approve Avalon as the successful bidder for the motor fuel program in the amount of $426,252. Have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Kelly, second trustee Doris. This program is engaging a provider, or supplier of fuel, and that's gasoline and diesel fuel for village operations and village vehicles. 4 bids for this program were sent out, and we received 2 bids back, with Avalon as the lowest bidder. The fuel price is set by the daily rack price and is established by OPIS, or Oil Price Information Service. The delivery charge is 0.011 cents per gallon for diesel and a deduction of 0.019 cents per gallon for unleaded. This bid was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Public Services and Development Committee. Any questions at all? Okay, hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries. Next, we have resolutions, and the first is Resolution 22R-019, and this is approving purchase of Flock Safety Falcon license plate reader cameras, software, and usage service. I have a motion to,
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
a motion trustee Watts, second trustee Doris. I'll read the description and then any questions, and we'll proceed to vote after that. The village is purchasing 18 cameras along with the software which will be used by the police department to automatically detect license plates and create images and recordings of suspects' vehicles. The cameras will be placed in a strategic high-traffic location, several locations throughout the village. The cost for this equipment and the service is $49,500 for the first year and includes installation and maintenance of cameras and the database. The recurring lease fee is $45,000 per year. This is a program that is being used throughout many communities in the state of Illinois and has proven successful in identifying people who are suspected of criminal activity. So this helps us and also serves other communities in the area. This resolution was, and the approval for the purchase was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Public Safety Committee. And any questions from the trustees? All right, hearing none, I'll have a roll call vote, please.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
All right, thank you, the motion carries. The next is Resolution 22R-020, and this is approving general liability insurance coverage renewals for fiscal year 2022 and 2023. I have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
A motion, trustee Kelly, second trustee Carpenzano. This resolution approves the village's insurance coverage for fiscal year 2022 and 2023. Alliant is the village's broker of record, and they went to the market and solicited quotes on behalf of the village. After their analysis, they came up with a list of recommended carriers for each of the coverages and provided that to the Finance Committee. I'll just go through this at a high level. Basic underlying liability coverage for $5 million is provided by Safety National in the amount of $358,828. Excess liability, which is the first layer of an additional $3 million coverage, is also Safety National for $78,168. Excess liability second layer of additional $5 million is recommended to go with Berkeley, and $236,462 is the cost for that. Excess liability third layer on an additional $5 million is recommended to be provided to Allied World, and that's $113,298. Excess liability fourth layer on an additional $2 million is recommended to go to Markel for $30,342. Cyber liability, which is very important for any organization and certainly for our community, is recommended to go with Corvus at a price of $63,189. Property, casualty, and marine policies is is recommended to go to Chubb's. That's for $171,000. Crime insurance is recommended to go to Hanover for an amount of $2,216. The golf course package, including all lines of coverage, is recommended for Philadelphia Insurance at a cost of $185,529. Airport insurance is recommended for Ace Insurance at a cost of $13,894. And underground storage tank for $1,857. The total cost of insurance coverage for the village comes to $1,254,783. The total cost of insurances provided has increased by 35%, in the amount of $325,688 over this year's premium cost. The village is self-insured for the first $200,000 of any claim. CCMSI is a company that provides claims administration, so they've been retained to provide that on a per-claim basis, with the minimum fee for that service being $20,500 for this year. Again, this was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Finance Committee. Any questions from the trustees?
No question, just a comment. First off, just want to thank staff. Obviously, we had an opportunity to review this in great detail in our Finance Committee meetings, and very interesting dynamics associated with, the market conditions that led to the increase that we're looking at here, and even the structuring of sort of the layering of coverage that's presented here. Things like increase in replacement costs for our physical building structures, obviously, is playing a factor here. Conditions related to law enforcement liability and the increased risk there that we're seeing. And then clearly one of our most significant increases came in the cybersecurity space, where we all know municipalities are being targeted. And due to that increased risk, you see an increased premium. So there was a direct impact here to our numbers in those spaces and others. So just again, I want to thank staff for being engaged in that very rigorous process. We feel, confident that between staff and our provider, that every effort was made to secure the best and lowest premiums we possibly could without, putting ourselves at risk as it relates to coverage. So just wanted to mention that.
Thank you. Well, this is a 35% increase from the last fiscal year, this fiscal year. It, in effect, is a $52,150 increase over budget. So I think we saw some of this coming and had that in the budget. With no further comments, a roll call vote, please, to approve.
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next is Resolution 22R-021, and this is approving the grant of a public utility easement on part of Lot 1 in Indian Boundary Park. We have a motion to approve the grant.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee
Doris.
Doris and second Trustee Kelly. Verizon is requesting to install a new fiber optic service to a cell tower, which is located on the property of the Village Sewer Treatment Plant number 2. This easement will be 12 feet wide and will run across the east and north fence line of the property. So that's the purpose of the grant of the public utility easement, and this was reviewed and recommended for approval by the Public Services and Development Committee. Any questions from the trustees? Hearing none, could I have a roll call vote, please, on this resolution?
Yes, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Kelly?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes, thank you. Motion carries. Resolution, next is Resolution 22R-022, Who 2, which identifies certain properties as benefited properties subject to the village's roadway reimbursement ordinances along Kings Road. I have a motion to approve this resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Kelly, second trustee Carpenzano. This is a common practice where the village is able to recover costs from properties yet to be developed. So this resolution provides a supplemental notice to 2 landowners and future buyers that a recapture amount is due to the village upon development of the property. Right now, the property is undeveloped, the road has been built, and we will be able to recover cost once the property is developed. The village has expended significant funds to improve Kings Road from Hazard Boulevard to Rodeo Drive, and the said improvements are reimbursable by the adjacent landowners. This was reviewed and approved by the public, recommended for approval by the Public Services and Development Committee. Any questions? Okay, hearing none, could I have a roll call vote, please?
Sure, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Kelly.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Motion carries. Next are ordinances. We have a few. The first is Plan Commission Report 22.05, recommending approval of a special use permit for a planned development with variances, a final development plan, a final plat of subdivision for Northern Tool and Equipment located at 324 South Bollenberg Drive. Anmar Achu, the Hinman Company, is the applicant. May I have a motion to accept the Plan Commission report?
So moved. Second.
Motion trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Doris. This is the process. We accept the Plan Commission report, and then we proceed with voting on the ordinance. So a voice vote is in line. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Next, we have the accompanying ordinance, which is 22-022, approving a special use permit as described above. So may I have a motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Kelly. The background is the Hinman Company is the applicant and is seeking approval for a special use permit for a planned development with variances, a final development plan, and a final plan of subdivision for the division of 1 lot of record into 2 lots, and to allow for the construction of a retail store. Parcel 1 will be 13,482 acres and will continue to be the Bollenberg Common Shopping Center. And parcel 2 will be 13.482 acres, and parcel 2 will be 1.631 acres, and will be created for the proposed Northern Tool and Equipment business. Any questions on this ordinance?
Deputy Mayor, just a comment. I think a kudos to the hard work of the mayor and staff on the work here to get some movement in that area, the old Century Tile area, as it's called. And looking at the elevations in the board packet, it looks fantastic. So just a thank you to staff and to the mayor on their hard work.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that this is a significant development for that area. All right. No other comments? We're at a roll call vote, please, on the ordinance.
Sure, Deputy Mayor. Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Kelly.
Yes.
Next, we have a Plan Commission request for approval, or accepting the Plan Commission report 22.06, and that's recommending approval of a special use permit for outdoor dining, Filipita, 282 South Weber Road. William Warman Architects are the applicant. So could I have a motion to accept the Plan Commission report?
So moved.
Trustee Doris,
Second.
second trustee Watts. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries, and the Plan Commission report is accepted. The accompanying ordinance is 22-023, approving special use permit for outdoor dining, Filipita, at 282 South Weber Road. We have a motion to approve the ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Kelly, second trustee Carpenzano. The applicant, William Warman of William Warman Architects, is requesting a special use permit to have outdoor dining at Phil Apita, located at 282 South Weber Road. The outdoor dining area constructed will contain 442 square feet of space along the southeast wall of the building within an existing landscaped area. It will consist of approximately 6 tables and 12 seats to be used weather permitting, and the hours of operation will coincide with the indoor restaurant. Any questions from the trustees? Okay, hearing none, we have a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Kelly.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have an ordinance 22-024 approving the final plat of subdivision for the Carlo Corporate Center West Phase 2B. Northern Builders Incorporated are the applicants. May I have a motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Watts, second trustee Kelly. Northern Builders is the applicant. The subject property is comprised of 61.283 acres and is located south of Rodeo Drive and west of Dalton Road. This ordinance approves the final plat of subdivision for Phase 2B, is in Baker, which subdivides the one lot into 3 lots. This is an ongoing development of that property, and so this continues on with that. Any questions from the trustees? Okay, we have a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Kelly.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have ordinance 22-025, which is amending the Bollenberg annual budget for 2021 and 2022 fiscal year, which is this fiscal year. May I have a motion to approve the ordinance which amends the Bollenberg annual budget?
So moved. Second.
Motion trustee Doris, second trustee Carpenzano. Anybody heard different, let me know. During the fiscal year, some budgetary items exceed the original budgeted amount, and some go under the original budgeted amount. In order to balance the budget, the staff prepares an amended budget at the end of the year. This transfers the amounts between line items and accounts so that the budget is balanced and accurate. This is part of the yearly closeout and audit preparation process. This ordinance approves the inter-fund and expense transfers. Total receipts and revenues from all funds during fiscal year 2021 and 2022 were $148,797,616. Total expenses, including capital improvements, were $157,972,727. Any questions or comments from the trustees? Okay, hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Deputy Mayor, Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Kelly.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes,
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
the motion carries. Next is ordinance 22-026, which adopts the Bollenberg annual budget 2022-2023 fiscal year. And this was highlighted during the public hearing tonight. May I have a motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved. Second.
Motion trustee Kelly, second trustee Carpenzano. Any questions, comments? Okay, roll call vote, please.
Sir, Trustee Kelly. Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
All right, next is ordinance 22-027, which amends fees, charges, and other regulatory measures known as a fee schedule. May I have a motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved.
Motion trustee Watts,
Second.
second trustee Carpenzano. The village code sets forth automatic increases as of May 1st for certain wastewater charges and for certain ambulance fees. This ordinance updates the village fee schedule to reflect those increases. Any comments or questions from the trustees? Hearing none, we have a roll call vote, please.
Yes. Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Doris,
Yes.
Trustee Lawler,
Yes.
Trustee Kelly,
Yes.
Trustee Zarate,
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next is ordinance 22-028, amending Chapter 6 of the Municipal Code, decreasing Class D4 brewery from 1 to 0 and Class D1 outdoor from 20 to 19. And this reflects the Rock Bottom Restaurant and Brewery closing at 639 East Mountain Road, Suite 100. May I have a motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
A motion, trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Kelly. Rock Bottom has closed its doors, and this is a normal practice by the village board to reduce the number of licenses. And when, should a new operator come and open the restaurant there, they will have to apply and receive approval from the board. May I have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Trustee Carpenzano,
Yes.
Trustee Doris,
Yes.
Trustee Kelly,
Yes.
Trustee Lawler,
Yes.
Trustee Watts,
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Thank you. The motion carries. Madam Clerk, earlier tonight, you let us know that there are comments from the public, and could you read those comments?
Yes, Deputy Mayor. It's an email from Mr. Darrell Parks, and it reads, "Good morning, Mayor Mary and Clerk Martha. Several of my neighbors on Rebecca Lane, whose properties align with the relatively new factory buildings on Remington North on Schmidt Road, have contacted me with noise issues. There are two major issues. First is drag racing, the second is loud booms. The drag racing usually occurs in the evenings and weekends. We can hear motorcycles hauling, you know what, up and down the east side of the warehouses because it appears to be a straight line from Schmidt North. We have contacted police on several occasions, and they do respond, but once gone, it starts again. Not sure what can be done short of having the developer install safeguards. The second issue is more complex. We hear regular explosions or booms that literally shake my windows. Rumor has it that one of the warehouse occupants is some kind of munitions facility that performs explosive tests inside the warehouse. If this is indeed the case, I think we all have a right to know just what is going on. At first, I thought it was trucks dropping their loads, but it's way too loud for that. Again, we are on the south side of Rebecca Lane next to the warehouses. I would appreciate any feedback and look forward to discussing Tuesday evening. Thank you, Darrell Parks. He is our DuPage 30th Precinct Committee person."
Thank you, Mr. Parks.
I do know that we have been in communication with Mr. Parks. Chief Rump, I believe, has reached out to you, and we are addressing the issues and working with the business owners. So we'll have some news for you shortly. And thank you for coming this evening.
Thank you, Mayor, for the update. Are there any other comments from the audience? All right, hearing none. Trustee comments. Trustee Kelly.
Okay, I've got lots of fun stuff here. On Saturday, May 7th, is the 5th annual Spring Craft Show at the Bolingbrook Promenade. On Thursday, Friday, Saturday, May 12th through 14th, the Bolingbrook Fire Department is having their annual boot drive, so they will be out on some different intersections that week. And on Friday, May 13th, the Bolingbrook Garden Club is having their plant sale. On Friday the 13th, it is for anyone that ordered online for their pickup only. And then on Saturday, May 14th, the Bolingbrook Garden Club, their plant sale that's open to the public is 9 to 2 behind Village Hall. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a few quick notes. The weekend of May 14th is Kindness Day weekend in the village of Bolingbrook. So there's a few things happening. If you're a kindness ambassador, make sure that you're at the Fountaindale Library at 11:15. You get some goodie bags, but more importantly, at 2 o'clock on the 14th of May, there's a mural unveiling right near the pavilion by the baseball fields at the Anarino Community Center, 201 Recreation Drive. That is at 2 o'clock on May 14th, the Kindness Day mural unveiling. And then finally, some exciting things on the 14th. Story time at Barnes & Noble from 5 to 6 p.m. and free ice cream at Taco Dale with any entree purchase in honor of Kindness Day. Just a quick note, over the weekend, the Bollenberg Community Chorus had their spring concert, an amazing group of talented individuals. If you have a passion, even if you just think that you can sing, please reach out to them. Look at their website, Bolingbrook Community Chorus, their Facebook page. They can always use additional members. It seems like they have a great time. They have 2 concerts a year, a few practices. But again, if you have a desire or a passion, reach out to the Bolingbrook Community Chorus. That's all.
Awesome. All right, good evening, everyone. Saturday, 4:30, April 30th, will be prescription drug take-back. So if you have any expired, unused, unwanted medications, anything over-the-counter, syrups, ointments, and creams, patches, and vitamins, please bring them to a safe repository. Drop them off at the Bolenberg Police Department at 375 West Briarcliff Road. People are proactive about this. We had a gentleman Saturday bring a bag of prescription drugs, but we had to inform them that it was the next Saturday. So please be aware of that. That will be from 10 to 2 p.m. again, Saturday, 4:30. At 4:30, April 30th. Not to confuse with the time. Also on Saturday, Arbor Day Celebration 2022 has a new location, and that is also here at the Village of Bolingbrook Town Center, address being 375 West Briarcliff. If you want to participate, 10:30 a.m., there will be tree planting at Central Park, 201 Recreation Drive, and then festivities are at 11:30 a.m. Village of Bolingbrook Town Center will provide free hot dogs, water, games, prizes, and drawings. One last thing for next week on Sunday, May 1st, mini golf family fun event teed off about Alzheimer's. 100% of the proceeds will go to the Alzheimer's Association. 3 hours of mini golf, battle cages, and arcades. Tickets are $25 for adults and $15 for kids at Wilderness Falls, 145 Clow International Parkway. If you want to get tickets online, that is www.familyteedofaboutalz.eventcombo.com. That is all. Thank you.
All right. Just have a few updates here. First, the annual Must Gala is taking place at the Levy Center, 251 Canterbury Lane, from 5 to 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, May 1st. Must stands for Mothers Unite to Save Our Teens. If you'd like to register, you can do so at their website, mustcares.org. And the event includes dinner, live blues by Fernando Jones, raffles, speed, mentoring, and lots of fun. Again, that's May 1st, between the hours of 5 and 7:30 p.m. Then there's the Multicultural Fair and Art Around the World event taking place at B.J. Ward Elementary School at 200 Recreation Drive. That too, that takes place between 5:30 p.m. starts and ends at 7 p.m. They'll reveal the hydrants that the students painted with a partnership between the school's art teacher, a great community artist, the students, and the Art Council, as well as Illinois American Water. So again, that's Tuesday, May 3rd at B.J. Ward Elementary. And then Friday, May 6th, there's a blood drive taking place at the Promenade. That's taking place between the hours of 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. And you can register at redcrossblood.org, or you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS. And one final update, the Will County Center for Community Concerns wants to let you know if you're in need of emergency mortgage assistance, eligible households may now apply for up to $30,000 for assistance with things like past mortgage payments, property tax payments, property insurance, and delinquent homeowner and condo association fees. It started April 11th and it runs through May 31st. You can call 815-722-0722 to speak with one of the housing counselors at the Will County Center for Community Concerns. Thank you.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to say I hope everyone had a nice Easter. And to all the moms out there, don't forget to call your mom and wish her a happy Mother's Day. And I have a couple announcements here as well. Saturday, on the 14th, May 14th, Will County Green Residential Electronics and Hazardous Waste drop-off event at the Bolingbrook Town Center from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. For information including items accepted for drop-off, go to www.willcountygreen.com. The phone number to call is 815-727-8834. And also on the 14th, the Bollenberg on the 14th, Chicago Foxtrot 5K Run Walk, the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research starts from Bolingbrook High School at 365 Raider Way starts at 8 a.m. and it goes to 1 p.m. Operation Christmas Bike Sale and fundraiser at the VOB Performance Arts Center, and it starts from 9:30 to 4 o'clock. That's all I have to say, and all of these are great events to go to, and wish everybody a happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
Thank you. A couple of announcements, and these are, not that everything mentioned so far isn't great fun, but the Village of Bolingbrook Public Works Facility Open House is coming up Saturday, May 14th. I'm counting probably 6 or 7 or 8 different things that day. So you want to fit in this one, 299 Canterbury Lane, and you get an inside view from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. up close and personal to some big trucks. All residents are welcome. You get to tour the Public Works facility and meet the staff, the amazing staff that provides great services. There are free hot dogs, popcorn, and soft drinks, prizes and activities for kids, and activities for kids of all ages. Trucks and equipment will be on display, and you'll be able to ask questions and get tours. Go fly a kite. No, that's not that's not me telling you to do that. You get a chance, the Recreation Aquatic Center, 200 Lindsay Lane, also on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Everyone gets a kit to personalize their kite before it flies. If you need more information, call the Park District at 630-739-1700. And also on the 14th, organization which I'm proud to be a part of, Citizens Against Abuse, is doing their first bowling fundraiser. It's being held at Bolero, 735 North Center Boulevard in Romayville, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you want more information about that, go to citizensagainst.abuse.org. And we've got a historical activity coming up on May 1st. If you have not been reading your email or seeing posts from the village on social media or getting alerts from the village, we are changing refuse providers on a contract awarded after solicitation for bids to Flood Brothers. They will be taking over refuse collection, and that changes there. They will, you have the opportunity, if you haven't done so already, to request from them optional 95-gallon, 65-gallon toters for garbage and recycling, but you would interact directly with them to request those. But all other features and services remain the same as has been provided. There was a request for proposals, and 2 responded, and Flood Brothers had the winning the lowest bid for services. So if you still have questions, the one popular one I see, the blue recycling bins are still usable for the time being, and everything else remains the same. So if you have questions, you can go on the village website, and also you can contact Flood Brothers if you have some questions about their services. Anything else that we wanted to say about that?
I just have one question I forgot, and hopefully somebody can answer for me. When people go to drop off their prescriptions, one of my neighbors had told me that they had saw on Channel 7 that identity theft. There were, they had this segment about it, how, we just throw it in the garbage, just empty bottles, the empty bottles that they have. And they said, should they take their, with a little like knife and take off their name, which has, their information on it? Should they take that off? Or do you guys have someone that does that?
So, Trustees Zarate, the prescriptions that are turned over to a police officer at the front desk. They're sealed, no questions asked. He doesn't look for an ID or doesn't ask for anything at all. And then the bags are placed into a larger box and then given by hand to the DEA. And then the DEA takes them and destroys them. So it goes all through law enforcement, all the way through the process. If they feel more comfortable, those labels kind of peel off pretty easy off those bottles for that purpose. But they don't have to, if they like to, sure, but, and on the subject of identity theft, if there are any questions or concerns, they can always ask the officer right there, and he can assist them with ripping those things off too.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good question. All right. I think do we have an executive session tonight? I don't believe we do, so I think this concludes the business. One last comment. Best wishes for a rapid recovery from, get your voice back.
I think the staff is enjoying this voice a little bit more.
Maybe staff and a few others. Sure your boys are. So we don't have any executive session tonight, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion trustee Watts, second trustee Doris. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned.